Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your line.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. To throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They have about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off. That's number 10.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. At that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time to take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got him up for the first down. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Sturdivant. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Lagway. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Makes the grab past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Sturdivant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The corners are walked up tight. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He lost one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And it's no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. The short hands. It's Sturdivant. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Buckeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was
lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
This time it's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Gators! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. A strike downfield. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Catch in the middle, it's Grant. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds. Really impressive.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ball. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Gators will boot it away to start the second half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Powers through. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds.
Unleashes one deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Try to barge their way in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Oh, and now the ball's been knocked free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick catch on third down. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing it. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up? Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air, it's Bailey. That's reeled in, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got a man. It's Smith. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Military stun.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have